Hello everyone, Steve Siebold back with mentaltoughnessblog.com, Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, I want to thank everyone for your comments on the Sex, Politics, and Religion book. And for those of you that purchased the book, thanks for doing that, and thanks for your comments around the book. The media has gone wild about this book. I have done so many interviews about this book, and the soft cover is actually not even out for about another 10 days or so. But the ebook is out, and for those of you that are interested in these social issues that I'm commenting on, I commented on the 50 most controversial social issues in America and around the world in this book. You can join the Sex, Politics, and Religion blog.com to hear commentary on these topics, which is obviously extremely controversial, and we've got people from all over the world joining the blog. So if you want more of that, join that blog. So today I want to talk about, for the Mental Toughness blog, I want to talk about the concept that has changed so many sales teams that I've worked with all over the world in 10 countries. And the concept is one that we started using years ago in our company when we trained great professional athletes, multi-million-dollar athletes, and it's called systematic desensitization. Now, granted, it's a nickel phrase, right? But it's a very little-known phrase, except in the mental health community. It's called systematic desensitization. It's a very simple term, actually, but it's one very few people are familiar with. And here's what it's about. Systematically, over time, you can become desensitized to anything. In our context, we typically use it with salespeople or entrepreneurs, small business people who we train around the world that want to desensitize from rejection and criticism. And the value of it is obvious, that once you don't feel emotional pain from rejection, what do? Well, you become bolder, you become tougher, you become more formidable in business or in anything you do. People ask me all the time because, I sometimes talk about controversial issues, as some of you know. They say, how do you take all the criticism you get? It's called systematic desensitization. So here's how it works. Systematically, over time, you expose yourself to rejection over and over and over and over. It's like someone who's allergic to something. How do you help them ward off a disease? Well, you vaccinate them with the actual parts of the actual disease, right? So they become immune to the disease. It's the same kind of concept except it's through emotion. Systematic desensitization. You expose yourself over and over. So in a nutshell, if you want to become desensitized to rejection or criticism, you expose yourself to massive amounts of rejection and criticism. And one day you wake up and you get criticized or rejected and you don't feel any emotional pain. It's one of the most liberating things you can ever experience. And we've helped sales teams do this around the world to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars in sales increases because of this one single skill. And that comes from the companies we work for. So something to think about. Try it out. See if it works for you. And as always, thanks for watching the mentaltoughnessblog.com. I'm Steve Siebold. See you next time.